Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are going to discuss the concept of inheritance. The topics which we are going to cover in this video, they are introduction, defining a derived class, visibility modes and its effects, types of inheritance, virtual base class, abstract class, constructors in derived class. So first of all, we'll go through the introduction of inheritance. What is inheritance? How we can define the inheritance? Inheritance is the concept in which one class can acquire the properties of another class. This concept is implemented, then that is known as inheritance. And as one class acquire the properties of another class, features which are included in one class, they are acquired by the another class. So here comes the concept of reusability. In this case, the old class is called as base class or parent class, and the new class is called as derived class or the child class. Then syntax: class, it is a keyword followed by the name of the base class. We have written here is the base class name. Then we know every class contains some data member and member function, and this is end of the declaration of the this base class. Then this is the base class. Now we'll write the syntax for derived class. Again, class is the keyword, name of the derived class we have written here as a derived class name, colon, visibility mode, and then base class name. That means this is the derived class, and in this derived class, this class is derived from this base class. This is the meaning of this syntax. And visibility mode signifies that from this base class which members are visible, whether public members are visible or private members are visible. And again, as there is a class, it contains some data members and some member function, and as it is a derived class of this base class, it these are the members. It can access this data member, this class can access these data members as well as these data members and member functions. So this is all about the syntax of this, that is how the inheritance is implemented, base class and the derived class. Then we'll go move towards the types of inheritance. There are basically 5 types of inheritance: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Now we'll define each type of inheritance one by one. Hope this is visible to you. First of all, we'll define single inheritance. Single inheritance, it includes a base class, single base class, which can allow only one derived class to inherit its properties. So that is, from base class A, single class is derived, that is class B. That means all the properties of class A, they are inherited into the class B. So this is the example of single inheritance. Then multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance, a class can inherit the attributes of two or more classes as shown in figure. This is known as multiple inheritance. In this case, b1, b2 and b3 up to bn, n number of base classes are there, and from n number of base classes a single class is derived, that is a class D. That means class D has the properties inherited from b1, properties inherited from b2, properties inherited from b3, so on up to bn. So if this is the condition, that means if there are multiple base classes and single derived class, then this is the example of multiple inheritance. So in multiple inheritance, there are multiple base classes and single derived class. In single inheritance, single base class and single derived class. Now we'll define the multi-level inheritance. A single class can be derived from a single base class. We can derive a new class from already derived class. It includes the different levels for defining the class. A child class can share the properties of its base class as well as the grandparent class. So this is the example. This is the base class. From this base class a new class is derived. Again from this derived class again a new class is derived. So this is first level, second level and third level. So we can say that this is a grandparent class, this is a parent class, and this is a child class. Now the next example is about hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, multiple classes can be derived from one base class. All derived classes inherit the properties of single base class. So here there is a single base class. From this base class, uh, two classes are derived class 1 and derived class 2. So this, here we have defined the hierarchy. This is hierarchy 1, this is hierarchy 2. So this is the example of hierarchical inheritance. Now hybrid inheritance, in this inheritance it combines the single inheritance, multiple inheritance and multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. So combination of all such type of inheritance is nothing but the hybrid inheritance, and this is the example of hybrid inheritance. Thank you.